welcome to Furious Driving, and today we're doing a bit of shopping. Well, more specifically trying not to do some shopping, because we're at the Beaulieu Autojumble, where there's everything you can buy from a nut to an entire car. And I've already found one I'd quite like to take home and have a crack at, but we're not going to buy this one. Well, look, this one's ULEZ exempt, no emissions at all. So literally, as you walk in the door, the bottom selection of cars are basically barn finds and projects. This is all kinds of things I would absolutely love to be taking home and having a play with. Look at this beautiful Bentley. You can pretend that you're in Good Omens and impersonate David Tennant. This is fabulous. Okay, this is my car of the day already. I can go home happy at this point. That's fantastic. Let me get yourself a... What is this? I thought it was a Model T, but it's not. It's a Studebaker. This is a 1916 Studebaker Model SF, as if you didn't know that already. So you really could go home with something quite epic from the Bonhams auctions today. Everything from a fabulous Larkins style Rolls Royce to pretty, oh, it's a 450 SLC Mercedes SL. Got the Ford pickup truck over there. Capri, a 911. I always forget this auction is here, but whoa, whoa, whoa. That Lancia. Oh, that's an interesting one, isn't it? A really early Land Rover. Fantastic cars. I'm not even into the Autojumble yet. Now, I made a terrible mistake today. I came down in the Rover 75. That's not generally a bad mistake to make, because it's a nice car to drive. Those are very nice indeed, those Land Rovers. That is, gosh, what is that? Rhodesia? 1914 Rhoda ambulance. I've never seen one of those before. Wow. Model T, Bullnose Morris. Oh, hello, this is nice. So as I was saying, yes, that's exactly what I want to be taking home. Oh, wow, that's gorgeous. Lincoln convertible. Reenact your own JFK moment, riding down the street in that. And a Cadillac behind it. That's lovely. Oh, hello. Is this this can't be a real, surely not. If it was that £4 million if it was. No, the wheels are wrong. Lots of Land Rovers here today. Very, very pretty Mercedes. Another Austin 6. That's something you don't see very often. Inside the big Bonhams hall, we've got the cream of the cream. I don't know, it's hard to say that because there's such good stuff outside. Fabulous Rolls Royce. We've got, what is this, a Talbot of London. The screen information is very tiny. 1935 Talbot 105. I don't know pre-war cars that well, but I do absolutely love them. A couple more Rolls Royces. There's an absolute beast of a car over there. You might think that's wonky, but that's actually how you open the bonnet. Immaculately restored Series 1. What year is it? 1949. I've always wanted a Series 1, but the prices are now beyond my reach, unfortunately. Very, very early. 1904. That's got a Gladiator. Yet another brand. There's so many brands that you just don't hear of much anymore because they've died 100 years ago. The big signs. Love the big signs. Oh, that's cute. Little Trojan. How sweet is that? Bubble car, have fun. Bentley Jag. Lagonda, when Lagonda was its own separate brand. Bugatti. Type 57 style body shell, okay. Wow, some fabulous things over here. Very early Morris, very early, is that Vauxhall, I think, from the shape of the grille. Yes, it is. Fabulous. Now, I really like the pre-war stuff. Would you guys be interested if I started featuring more of it? You always get quite good views, so maybe I think you would. Putting words in your mouth because I want to buy some. So that man has come prepared to buy lots of stuff today. And he is actually French. Listen to him talk. Love that Mercedes. Oh, another nice Mercedes ponton. So we've got Andy Saunders himself with, what's his car called?
Deja.
Deja. This is Deja, the Delahaye.
It's a vintage French female name, and that's what I wanted. I was looking for something like that, and it was just like the name. It just goes with the elegance of the car, which
really
I'm pleased with. Yeah,
beautiful thing.
Yeah,
and you're here today with your book.
I got the book, Automotive Alchemist,
which is your first book.
It's my first book on cars. I did a spiritual one many years ago, but this is my life's work, really.
Yeah,
and I did it as a celebration for the fact that I'm lucky enough to be able to do this.
Yeah, and we're lucky enough to be able to see it.
But yeah, and then like you were saying a minute ago, just a second ago, I've got to share this.
Oh yeah.
I left Sacredly Modern ungraded in English, right, and I've won an award at the prestigious Motor World Writers Exhibition in Munich, and I had to collect that this year. It's the book's doing so well.
It's brilliant.
It's going around the world, and I'm having so much positive response from it,
which is amazing. What are you shortlisted for as well?
I've just found out this week that it's been shortlisted for the RAC Novice Writers Award.
Brilliant.
So fingers crossed on that one. That'd be nice.
Absolutely. I can't do fingers crossed with my hands. But no, if you want to get a copy of this book, Andy is here, and you'll have missed him. Otherwise, you can find it online at.
If you come to me, Andy Saunders Customs@hotmail.com. I'm like the agent in this country for him from the public. They're not my books. They're Dalton Watson. Fine Books of Illinois. All right,
lovely, thank you. It doesn't take long to start finding interesting stuff. We've got a wooden wheelwrights over there. We've got interesting cars parked over here. And you know, I love an old Volvo estate. This one's for sale, walk away. This is, I think, just general cars for sale, yeah. And of course, we are in the grounds of the incredible Beaulieu, with literally ancient ruins, buildings older than America itself. These fell down before America. Where I'm hunting for bits for my 1969 Mini, my 1983 Mercedes 123, Rover P6s, and there's so much stuff. And now we get instantly into the insanity of what is going on here, because everywhere you look there is stuff, and there's no sense of direction as to what you go. Just start ploughing in, because this trader's car is a lovely old Jag X300, I can't tell. Toys, pictures, HT leads, you know, the usual routine. If you're looking for a lens or a lamp or a part, just get into the rummaging. Rotor arms, £2. Oh, some cool stuff there. I quite fancy the Mercedes thing for the barn. If you're a fan of signage, vintage signage, this is the place to come. There is so much. I love a big old sign. I was quite clever or quite stupid in that I brought the Rover 75 in that the boot's quite small on it, so it really does limit me from buying anything big and silly. So I just spotted an Austin pedal car, the old J40, aren't they?
Yes.
And you guys, you keep
Austin pedal cars. We make all the spares for the Austin J40 pedal car. Make everything from the bumpers, hubs. The only thing we don't currently do is the body panels, but everything else we're able to.
That's amazing.
People's J40s.
So, yeah, I didn't realise there was an entire industry, or a small industry, admittedly, with just yourselves or other people doing it as well.
There's a couple other people who do it.
Wow.
And then there's also the single-seater Pathfinder.
Yeah.
That somebody else called Roy Halford does all the spares for, and then it's quite. We have the big J40 race at Goodwood Revival called the Centrington Cup. So we do all of our parts make you compliant for that as well.
Oh, cool.
And we're just about to bring out a new continuation car.
Oh, brilliant.
A handmade aluminium version.
Do you have a pricing in mind for that yet?
To be released at Goodwood.
Excellent. We'll look forward to seeing that. Fantastic. This is wonderful. This is just some of the madness and insanity and wonderfulness that is Beaulieu and Goodwood. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers. Take care. Bye-bye. That's pretty cool, isn't it? You did not expect to see parts for pedal cars as well as parts for real cars. Wow. More signage. You can grab a grill for £275, grab the rest of the car at a later date. VW T4 air conditioning setup. Just wasn't expecting to see that. Multi-generations of Mustang parts. Service parts for who knows what. So we'll just get into the rummage. Some cool badges in there. There's a Rover one there. Some bonnet ornaments. I'd like to get into collecting them. Old plates for the collection. Wow, if you know what your key blank number is, grab yourself a key blank. Take it down Timpson's. I don't know if that's for sale or not. It's very cool though. GSE, Opel GSE, wow. We've got more keys. I was surprised to see one set of keys. We've got 2 tables of keys here. And lamp lenses. And a model something, 5.5 grand, blimey. Oh, engine block repairs, that's interesting. On-site casting repairs. This is the kind of place you need to come with a shopping list and plenty of time and a lot of sun cream. Motorbike of some kind, a super bike apparently. I'm sure it's delightful. Ah, SU have got a stand. Now my son did think about coming along with me. I'm sure he would have enjoyed it for about 15 minutes and then he would have got very bored of the fact that a lot of things that are quite similar. Then he could have got annoyed that wasn't let him buy everything. You do find some really unusual, interesting old signage. Austria Tabak. Craven A will not have threat your throat. I think you'll find it will. Alcohol for engine power. Oh, this is nice. I do like these big old BP ones. That's a lot of money and it won't fit in the 75, thank goodness. Northants tyres. If you've got an unusual tyre requirement or wheel requirement, these are the guys you need to be talking to. Oh, bits of cars. Mark 1 Fiesta, I'm guessing that's a Escort Cosworth.
Bloody right.
We'll bung that on the back of Shemmy.
I don't know what the sounds because it took me.
Our Bath sign, 175 quid. You always find boats for some reason. And the biggest Union Jack I think I've ever seen. That needs a very big building to hang that from. More flags, more boats. And the nautical aisle down here. Only dogs, don't help yourself. Oh, the automobile. We should sign up to that one, really. I like those cars. Oh, such cool things. I wonder how much this Phillips 66 is. Oh, I love the old advertising. Sun Insurance, drive with the sun behind you. Dick, Son and Pinky in the brain. Pianos. For nervous people, you need some of that. Dip your feet and use your liver or something. There we go, more stuff. MGA bits. Old Ford bits. Bentley 36. Jag, Sunbeam. More Jag, more Jag. I know you can do. Frogger Sprite engine. Anyway. This is why you see people turning up with the trolleys. Ah, Northern Jaguar. That's why there's so much Jaguar stuff here. Now, if you're wondering how on earth you get that engine or something you've bought all the way back to the car park, which is a long walk away, it's like this. There is a delivery service to the car park for £1.50. Your heavy items can be transported to your car for you. It's got everything, not just a hat rack. Fuel pump of some kind. Jag. MG, all of the lights. I should be looking for things for the Mini, shouldn't I, while I'm here? Ah, this is interesting. One-off badge manufacture. Yeah. So if you need a one-off for a custom car or something, maybe these are the people to talk to. Aha, here we go. Someone else has come very prepared, and because they knew what they wanted, they're getting what they wanted. A lot of wood, an entire interior for something. Now this is one of the biggest auto jumbles in Europe, certainly in Britain. So you do have people coming from all across the continent to go and collect bits and pieces and rummage for stuff, because there's so many random things. And look at the size of that socket drive just there. And whatever you want, someone is bound to have it here. So look in this little tent, there's some cool stuff here. Foreign exchange, number plates, UK plastic plates, £2 each.
New old stock.
So one thing I haven't seen, I'm quite surprised I've not seen anything of, is petrol pumps, old glass tops. I normally see hundreds of those, I haven't spotted any of those yet today. Now I'll talk very quietly because over here, in the wild, we can actually see a podcast being recorded by members of a podcast crew called Car Chum. It's a popular automotive podcast. I'm trying to talk as discreetly as I possibly can and not disturb them because they're live on air at the moment. But I will actually.
First alloys on a production car, yes, and first 16 valve head.
Yeah, not in this.
On the
1850.
Yeah.
It's masquerading. Lovely car.
So check out Car Chum. Some of the things I say are accurate. Not many, but some.
No, we're on a fire on the
Oh, I don't need that, but I want that quite a lot. How much is this? 17 grand. Oh, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? I could see myself cruising around in that. I've just been over on the stage with iDriver Classic and Danny Hopkins from Practical Classics talking about insurance and things. And anyway, I've just had a tip off to the furthest point in the field where there's loads of mini stuff apparently, so I'm going to head over there so I can find some. Oh, this is interesting, I've not seen this before. This is like an old school notice board. Wanted and for sales. I'm just walking through here and I noticed a few accents and things, but you've come from America?
From America,
yes.
yes.
Whereabouts in America?
Near Philadelphia,
Cool.
Pennsylvania.
And
Yep.
you are a hot rodder, I'm guessing, with a t-shirt?
I'm into vintage Edwardian racing cars.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's very niche, but fantastic.
It is. So yeah.
And
it's quite a group.
you've come here before though?
I've come here since 1989.
Wow.
And
This is like
it's the best.
it's a thing. It's every year. It's a thing to do.
It is a
wow.
thing to do on the calendar. Yes,
And
it is.
do you always find something to come home with, or is it just the event itself?
Well, I don't find as much as I used to back in the day.
Because you've got it all at home.
Yeah, it's all in my shed, yeah, and all in my friend's sheds. But I do still find the few odd bits. Yes,
Yeah.
So
it's still worth coming along to.
it's really worth it for the social.
Oh yeah,
because we
absolutely.
have loads of friends over here, so
Yeah.
really that's the big draw. And if you find some bits and you meet some friends and find some good bits,
That's cool. What's that for?
It's a spot lamp from an American France fire engine.
Wow.
So
have you got a?
American.
Have either of you got one?
Oh yes, we share that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So several.
You sound like someone I need to talk to later.
Yeah. But really, it's meeting, it's seeing old friends, meeting new people.
Yeah.
And so that's a big part of it. And the weather doesn't hurt.
No, it's quite nice today, isn't it?
Yeah. American weather.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Well, cool. Well, good luck finding stuff today, and have a great show.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So my quest for mini parts has been interrupted by lots of Ford bits. A Mark II Granada, new, unused, slightly patinaed. A Anglia. Mark II Spitfire. It's a fender from something. Mazda. Oh god, a Mazda B1800 pickup wing for 225 quid. And Fit 132. There are some random things. Like that guy's coming all the way from America to find stuff, and you don't know what you're going to turn up here. Come with big pockets and big bags. Oh, that's cool.
What
the diving girl things. That's got fun, isn't it?
You'd never find anyone else.
No.
You won't find one anywhere.
I've never seen them for sale on that board. That is just incredible. Oh, that is just amazing. But I had a bunch of these to play with when I was little as well, so I handed down from my dad. Oh, that's cool. I could get that to go with the giant square one I've got in the garage wall. Typewriters and tools, the usual combination. I don't know what he's selling, but I do like his Mercedes estate.
Is there a ritual going on or something?
Yeah, someone's thinking, okay, the Wicker Man arrives at 1 o'clock. I have to show you this stand, not because there's amazing car stuff on it, but because this stand is just this stand. This has the best bunting you've ever seen. We're in the People's Republic of North Korea because the Trump flags were offensive, apparently got taken down. They've got everything from a Geiger counter to a toy fire engine. Old army stuff. And if you've got 150 quid, or probably even less, no, not the moon discs, we've got a piano. I mean, how cool is this? It's even almost a tune. Fantastic. The pure genius of the stand is the care that goes into the layout. It's all the way it's displayed. Oh, there's a lot of cameras over there as well. Oh, I'm going to browse them, but I like an old camera. I say, that gets demonetised. I like that as well. So much cool things here. Oh, Birmingham windscreens, that's good to know. So even if you're not buying stuff today, you are finding a lot of contacts of people you can come back to later. I wonder what these guys do. Well, this is very interesting indeed, because these guys do lots of performance upgrades for P6's 4 and 8 cylinder. So yeah, I'll be chatting to them in the future, I think.
Panel things, have you got?
Mini stuff? Come with the wrong mini for my mini.
Front bumpers are a little bit rough, so we wouldn't have had any 5-bolt.
Now, while that little Honda Cub bike thing is quite interesting, and so are the mini lightweight image wheels, that is way more interesting. A Mini City EL, like a Sinclair C5 on mega steroids. Electric city car, which is borderline sensible. I mean, not very sensible, obviously. I think Rich Rebuilds had one of these and rolled it off, making it much more powerful. Offers. Right, so some Bentley and Rolls-Royce parts. Check out the size of these lamps. Oh, beautiful, beautiful things. Lovely bit of wood there as well. Lovely. Oh, if you want an AA sign, this is the place to find. Wow. Forget there's so much stuff that you could strap on the front of an old car in the old days. Oh, those are cool. Reflective signs from the 30s, 450 quid. Wow, it's not just tin signs, we've got flags as well. Bit easy to carry actually, quite a bad idea. Large corrugated sign would suit someone by the name of Play. Bits of TR4. Wow, so Jaguar stuff. Ohio license plate. Triumph, maybe. Where have these guys come from? They've come from Switzerland. The Gamage's motor oil. If you're into this kind of stuff, you are in for a treat here. Wow. New old stock, Morris Minor, Inners, Morris Cowley, Morris 8. Wow. Where else are you going to find that piled up? There is just so much here. I mean, kind of a little bit of the same of everything, but it's all just a little bit different as well. So you've got to keep looking at everything. And then you find that. That's so cool. That is, exactly what I'm looking for. Spare bits for it there. Wonder how much this is going for. Because, it's lovely. It's got the low angle gear shift thingy. I'm guessing this is like an early 30s one. There's no information or price or anything on this. Look at the dangerous exhaust, which is what we like. Oh, it's a boat tail as well. Exactly the car I'm looking for, but also exactly what I can't afford today. Is that the horn down there? Oh, that's brilliant. That's the horn down here on the running board. Well, so I've just met a man who builds Bugattis and Austins and puts some dangerous ideas in my mind. Hello. So yes, this is also the great thing about this. You see things that make you think of, what can I do that as well?
Right.
It's all got Samba front bumper, crikey, it's a limited market for that. But this is the place where someone will find it. There's some more modern headlights. If you need an MGB shell, here it is. And wings. And an MGB V8, wow, 20 grand. And gearboxes, wow. You name it, we got it. All the MG stuff. See, a Moby-Matic. I'm trying to work out what this actually is. It's a Moby-Matic bike. French, I guess. Oh, that's cool. The classic show, the classic way, the Radio Flyer. I'm guessing these are homemade quite a while ago. Quite cool though. And randomly a Delage. Just sitting there in the sun. And it's driven from Germany. Now we've driven a car with those kind of ashtrays in it before, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Ooh, Range Rover 3-door parts. If only I had a Range Rover 3-door to go with those. Fiat service, oh, that'd be good in the garage. Oh, £650. Well, there is an astonishing amount of all kinds of things here. I know there is a certain amount of repetition. Everyone is slightly different, so you do need to be rummaging through all kinds of stuff. And I think what's been most valuable for me today is finding people who I can come back to later on when I'm ready. For example, Austin 7 people and the Rover P6 customising people. They've got a lot of useful information and parts, and possibly cars. I haven't found the bits I needed for the Mercedes or the Mini, but it's been great fun having a rummage around. And it's getting sort of late on Sunday, it's painfully hot, so I think I'm going to wrap up my exploration of this place for another year, and definitely come back again next year. If you've not been down here to Beaulieu before, it's definitely worth coming down. If you're from far or further afield, make 2 days of it. Come down and look at the museum on one day and the Autojumble on another, because there is an absolutely incredible museum to go and rummage through as well. Ooh, more cameras to go and look at. Sorry, I do get sidetracked by cameras quite easily. Right, if you enjoyed this, please, as always, hit like and subscribe, and join us again next time, well, exploring somewhere completely different.